It's good to see you
Yeah,
again.
you too, always.
You did something to your hair?
Oh no, it's just, I don't know, day three hair or something.
Just woke up like this.
Like, whatever. Yeah. Oh, you've got hair I'm very jealous of, by the way. Completely
It's
jealous
all
of.
gonna fall out now because you said that.
I'm glad you're doing this space again. I really am. People need this. This has been a really tough couple of weeks, I think, unfolding, because I keep thinking about, I keep thinking about my kids, right? The kids I met 10 years ago. So for those who don't know, my name's Ash. I'm a veteran war correspondent. I was in Gaza in 2014. It had an enormous impact. I covered Palestine for about 3.5, 4 years, but the entire Middle East for about 7 years. Um, and, and, I keep going back to the story. There was, I think, I was in Beit Lahia. It was, there was a young woman who I would have guessed 12 to 14, maybe. And we'd gone to the neighborhood because there had been heavy bombing the night before. And it was really common. It was also during Ramadan. So you would have Hamas would shoot off rockets and the Israelis would, in rhythm, basically hit with massive missiles and fire and explosions at night. And so we'd all hit sunrise and all the journalists would get up and we'd go to get the pictures and interviews. And this young girl taps my shoulder and she points to my camera. She wants to talk. And my translator that was with me, he was like, "Do you want me to translate?" I said, "No, let's just have her speak. Whatever she's gonna speak, let her speak, and then we'll take care of it later." And she goes off for like 2 minutes, pointing to Ayers Crossing, and starts yelling like, "Are do they think we're dogs? What, do they want us all dead? What is this? A war forever? I know nothing else." She just raged. She gets done and she kind of laughs because all her friends are making fun of her. And she called me Khalti, which means mother's sister, which they've always just held. It's like she gave me the name that makes me whole, and walked away. Never found her again, never saw her again. I have this picture in this video of her. But all those kids that I met at that point in time, they'd all be in that 18 to 25 age range. And I keep wondering, did they survive? Did they grow up and did they marry somebody? Did they go to university? Did they have a child of their own? Did they lose that child? Like, it's fucking heartbreaking. Knowing that my country is responsible for this. Knowing that, there was a video I saw today of a boy holding up a US marked piece of a weapon. And I'm angry that Israel is teaching its own kids to hate Palestinian kids. Because if they were kids all in a room together, they'd probably be okay. Because hate is taught. Hate is fucking taught. I've had a few breakdowns this week because all I could think about is those kids all grown up and their kids. Because how much of the population, over 50% of the population, 70% of the population more, is under the age of 30?
I was actually so like the other day when all these guys were talking about Hamas recruits young people and all that stuff, and I didn't say this, but I was thinking, I was like, well, that's because that's who's there. Like, it's it's not like the young people are recruiting the young people. You know what I mean?
Right,
It's like that's who's
right.
there. Like, it's you think if 16-year-olds and 17-year-olds and 18-year-olds and 19-year-olds are the ones that are carrying their siblings' bodies to the grave, you don't think they're handling other shit too?
Right. And so of course they would get angry. Like,
Yeah.
your body's natural process, your nervous system is meant to go into fight mode. So why wouldn't they want to fight back? Resistance is vital
Yeah.
because that's what your body wants to do. So as the body, so the collective.
Yeah.
I continue to honor the Palestinian experience and Palestinian resistance, and at the same time, fuck Biden. I have to put responsibility on the people that I'm most connected to, which is my own fucking government, you know. And he's standing around at parties looking like he's zoned out, trying to pretend he's celebrating some Juneteenth barbecue. for those who didn't see the video. It was really, really terrible.
Yeah,
But how are you doing? I want to check on you really quickly. Are you okay?
I'm Gucci, bro.
Okay. All right.
Good. I'm good.
You hold space for a lot of people, and you're appreciated.
I met some of the dopest people in my life in the past 8 months, um, notwithstanding the circumstances. Um, and I was telling someone this yesterday. I was saying, like, I find myself on a regular basis talking to people that I've only very recently gotten to know, um, with a frequency that I don't have with anybody that's like been in my life, you know.
Yeah.
And it's because we're all sitting around this and trying to um, exert every effort to do whatever we can do, and all the fluff has left the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're one
I
of those
think
people.
we're. I think we're. Oh, I'm honored. I'm honored as fuck. I think we're in a situation where, on some level, whether it's literal or figurative, we're defying death together. And when we're defying death together as a community, that that does something that those on the outside, or even people we've known for a long time, may not know quite how to touch if they're not as inserted into it. You know, um, there are people that I was in the war zones with. There's a couple specific people that I have a certain kind of connection with, because when you come together in community and defy death, you when you speak against death, when you demand life, when you resist death, it does something.
Yeah. Thank you,
I
Ash.
appreciate you.
Thank you, Ash.